2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. So we're right around halfway through the season. Shaq, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you. I understood it. I understood
All right.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Smith is out there with Wayne Ellington, and it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Antetokounmpo, and he just worked New York in that last game.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Ellington. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's the Bucks on the break. Puts it up from 15. Griffin grabs the board. And here are the Pistons. Right side Robinson to the middle. Here's Ellington, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Drummond.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Pass to Ellington. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Smith kicks to Robinson. Smith against Bledsoe. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge. Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it, just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Here's Smith after the basket by Milwaukee. Robinson finds Drummond. Bucket is good.
In attack mode inside, the best of Drummond comes out when he's being decisive.
Bucks trail by 3. Bledsoe with it. Now Smith defending. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
First one falls for him. Smitty, when you were playing, did you ever hope for the team to make a trade to address something, you know, whatever it could be, on the floor or off the floor?
You know, I think, Kevin, the good thing is I wasn't afraid to talk to management and also talking to coaching staffs on what we needed. Not per se who needed to be traded, but I think just the areas where we were missing. And a lot of times when you have that relationship and you're captain of the team, which I was most of my organizations, where you had to voice what you think the team needed. A lot of times they didn't listen, Kevin, but at least I had to voice my opinion.
It seems like a family, isn't it, Steve? And sometimes there's a fit and sometimes there isn't a fit.
Yeah, and you know, it's tough when you get a chance to see some of those guys that are traded that really didn't want to be traded. That's the part of the business that you don't like.
And easy 2 points on the layup.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Now here's Griffin. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Robinson, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. This one for three, and it's Eric Bledsoe with the three. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Calderon against Bledsoe. Calderon finds Drummond. Tipped away. Stolen by Bledsoe. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And here's Calderon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I love the way of Griffin. Eye on the prize. Going after the rim is either going to dunk it or you're going to foul it.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Blake Griffin. And Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in the season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
And Detroit has possession. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. Calderon kicks to Lewis. Back to Calderon. The Pistons working the ball around now. Nailed from three-point land.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out. Fantastic rim protection. That's not in his wheelhouse to overcome.
Here's Kennard. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Knocked loose. Hill deciding where to go with it. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton. 6 to shoot. Mirotic's shot is off. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the New York Knicks.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
It does. It keeps the crowd out of it. This is how you win on the road.
And so it's Milwaukee with it after the basket by Detroit. Kicks it to Ilyasova on the wing. Hill. Here's Mirotic. And the shot is long.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Pachulia dishes to Calderon. Pachulia trying to break loose. That shot misses. Hill with some nice D. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Griffin.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Gasol. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trailblazers. Those two teams, I think I had my best run.
That one misses.
Well, a big focus for the Pistons has been improving their shooting, and they've done it. Last season, the 5th best three-point percentage in the league.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Blake Griffin. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at the Rockets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here is Hill. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low, Gasol with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Calderon against Hill. To end the run, Gasol passes to Ilyasova. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Bucks trail by 9. Hill with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Gasol slams it in.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Calderon kicks to Maker. Trying his luck deep. Hands it from downtown. Maker's got 5 points so far.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Ilyasova with the ball. Now guarded by Maker. From outside the arc. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Detroit leading by 10. Here's Calderon. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Ellington from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket by Hill.
George Hill saw the opportunity, got right to the cup.
And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Kennard, covered by Mirotic. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Pachulia dishes to Maker. And another 3 for Detroit.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Ilyasova up top. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Knicks in New York. Mirotic has a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
I can't believe he hasn't hit a shot all period. Someone else needs to step up and help close the gap.
Calderon. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Pistons lead by 16. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Hill left side. Rebounded by Maker.
You know, with that much room, you don't lay it up. You throw it down like you've been disrespected.
Pulls it from 20. The rebound by the Bucks.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here's Gasol. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Connaughton, and he lays it straight in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Calderon finds Pachulia. And the pass to Ellington. Back to Pachulia. No good. Good D by Gasol. Outside Hill. Three-pointer. And that one released in time, but no good.
Good D by Calderon, using his experience to sniff out the play and affect the shot.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture, and Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love from the Spanish and Latino community.
I always notice the fans that support us and make us feel, pretty much since I got to the NBA, all the Latino fans showed a lot of love and support towards me, so I appreciate it.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Maker out there with Robinson. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Smith in at the one.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
On the wing, Ellington. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. Stolen by Robinson. And now the Pistons fast break. Ellington the pass to Maker. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 17.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 16. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Just goes to show you that these two teams are always at the top of their games when they go up against one another.
Now, here is Smith following the miss by Eric Bledsoe.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Griffin's checked in for Detroit.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Andre Drummond. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking second in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Now here's Drummond. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson finds Smith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
The change of pace element that Smith brings, he's a tricky cover, which can lead to these kinds of fouls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
The new head coach in Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league. And Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
Here's Griffin after Eric Bledsoe's score, and the basket is good. 9 points for Blake Griffin.
Strong move by Blake. As a defender, you just throw your hands up and say, he was better than me on that play.
And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lure. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Smith kicks to Griffin. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You talk about a guy that can finish through contact. That's Blake Griffin.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. That shot is off. And Detroit the other way now. Now Robinson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Smith kicks to Griffin. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. Griffin can't get it to go in. Bucks trail by 14. Unloads. Misses off the left iron.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open for mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the...
Yes. Can you believe that move? That is power. That is grace. That is awesome.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bledsoe against Smith. No good from Bledsoe. Pistons leading by 16. Here's Lure. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steve, we know plenty of NBA players who are still inconsistent at the free throw line. Just how much of a skill issue is free throw shooting and how much is mental?
You know, I think for a lot of guys that are up in size, just being able to shoot the basketball. I tried it, shooting a volleyball when your hands are so big, and that is tough, and that's a skill. But then I see a lot of guys mentally, you can tell is bothering them because they change their routine from year after year. They keep finding different ways. They have to get comfortable, put in the work, and just stick to it. I think they go to too many different these shooting coaches saying, I have a quick fix, and usually it doesn't work, the quick fix.
And the Bucks making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And Lure drops them both. Bucks trail by 18. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore. As you look back, is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I could imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Kennard, the pass to Lure. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith against Brogdon. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and it's Eric Bledsoe with a 3. Bledsoe's got 13 points.
I mean, just a good shooter, taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
To the left wing. Here's Griffin. But he stays with it. Dishes it to Lure. Tries a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Lure's got 5 points in the quarter. Bucks trail by 16. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Kennard kicks to Smith. Pass to Pachulia. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Kennard. And that one hits back iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Here's Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Luke Kennard, the 12th pick in the 2017 draft out of Duke, an outstanding shooter and has a lot more to show in his game.
And Kennard, Smitty, went 1 pick in front of Rookie of the Year contender Donovan Mitchell. Some Piston fans ticked off about that.
Yeah, I understand. But he was top 20 in three-point percentage right out of the gates. It's not just about year one. I think Kennard has a chance to be good.
And he makes the first. Mirotic is checked in for Antetokounmpo. He hits both from the stripe.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Hill finds Gasol. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jose Calderon.
Yeah, you look at George Hill's game, and he doesn't wow you in any way, but he's a complete basketball player. Strong outside shooter, but might be most valuable defensively. Often regarded as one of the best defensive guards in the league.
The first free throw is good. And with Hill and his defense, perhaps what is best about it is that he can guard Greg both guard positions, and that makes him valuable.
Yeah, and that flexibility gives a coach and his lineup so much leeway. Hill has a great wingspan, about 6'9", and can be very disruptive defensively. Very good at fighting through screens to stick with his assignments as well. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The poise of Jose, taking what the defense allows, sneaking inside for the bucket.
And the Bucks miss again.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
The Pistons have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Now, here is Hill. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Over in the corner, Gasol. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Calderon. 5 on the clock. No good from Connaughton.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Inside. Calderon, no good.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Here's Mirotic. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
The perimeter shooting of Mirotic, a huge staple of his game that he utilizes so well when he's in rhythm.
Smith, the pass to Kennard. Back to Smith. Over in the corner. Lure passes it to Calderon. 3-pointer. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side, Mirotic. Here's Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Fifth best, the Bucks.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Smith.
You know, the way he plays the game, he's always in attack. This is the one area I think he definitely has to improve on in his career. Ish Smith is knocking down free throws.
No good on the second free throw. And so he'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 16-point game. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Hill's got 5 now.
Okay, George Hill, elusive off the bounce, makes it look so easy.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Makers checked in for Detroit. Ellington comes in for Smith.
And let's now take a look at Nikola Mirotic. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now Hill, after Thon Maker missed from long range. Hill against Calderon. Outside Mirotic. Down low. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Connaughton's got 5 points now in the quarter. Detroit leading by 11. And here's Calderon. Pass to Ellington. Knocks it loose. Maker dishes to Ellington. From 17 feet out. And there's the call on Pachulia. That is his first foul of the game. And a regroup necessary. Timeout taken by Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to give value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Bucks trail by 11. That's tipped, and Mirotic kicks to Hill. And there's the feed to Gasol. On the wing, Ellington. He's got 9. The pass to Maker. Here's Kennard, covered by Mirotic. The shot's good from Kennard.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Now here is Hill. 5 points in the game. Outside Mirotic. Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Ellington defending. For Milwaukee, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And that one misses. Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And he's good on the second. Pistons leading by 12. Here's Kennard. He's got 6. To the paint. Knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. The kick out to Ilyasova. Over Maker. And the shot is long. Detroit's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Kennard's shot is off. Milwaukee's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Lopez outside. Outside Hill. Back to Lopez. Fires the 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
And so it's Detroit ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
So it's Detroit now. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Malcolm Brogdon out there at Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Robinson kicks to Smith. Back to Robinson. Clock at 6. Smith outside. Here's Griffin. The rebound by Brogdon. Bucks trail by 9. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks working the ball around. Brogdon with it. And that one drops for him. Brogdon's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Now, here is Smith. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Timing perfect on the pick and roll. Drummond showing good feel for this play.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to get open is Lopez. They get it back. Good D by Drummond.
Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
He's been this way all evening. You can see it in Griffin's eyes. He has scoring on his mind.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 11. And Andre Drummond, an incredible combination of size and athleticism. Steve, any players that he reminds you of?
You know, a young Dwight Howard. He's also been compared to a more athletic Moses Malone. Drummond's rebounding numbers back that up.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Smith against Brogdon. Ellington outside for Griffin. And another turnover here by Detroit.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Brogdon. 3rd in three-point field goal percentage, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Back to Ellington. Shoots over Brogdon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Malcolm Brogdon 3rd.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the inside. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead has got down to 11 on the bucket for Middleton.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Griffin against Antetokounmpo. Griffin inside. 15 points in the game. Lays it up and banks it in.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Bledsoe with it. Now Smith defending. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's now 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Griffin. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 10. Fires for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Robinson down low. Defended by Middleton. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as the franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
And that one misses.
Andre Drummond's game has to improve at the free throw line if he wants to be a go-to player.
The Pistons making a change here. Lewis checked in. He hits the second from the line. Bucks trail by 11. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brogdon. Lopez, right side. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
And finished off by Robinson.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. Shoots from 14. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Now here's Ellington. He's got 11. He feeds it to Drummond, and good that time. Drummond's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Entertaining trip down the court. Good defense, but Drummond beats it with a strong move.
Middleton up top, guarded by Robinson. Middleton finds Brogdon. Here's Lopez. Rebounded by the Pistons. They led by as many as 18 points.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Middleton against Robinson. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
A shot by Ellington, no good.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And that one falls for Robinson. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pau Gasol's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Detroit, Pachulia. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Calderon comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Smith. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a two-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
There's Galloway. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Back to Galloway. To the wing right side. And Lure wide open. He shoots it. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Lure's got 15. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
Robinson, that's good.
You don't see that play regularly from them, but it led to a made three, so you can't knock them for trying it.
Right side Hill. Gasol, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Galloway dishes to Lure. Outside for Robinson. There's the pass to Calderon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Galloway. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists now in this one. And so he'll bring it up for the Bucks. 19-point game. Now Gasol. It's back to Hill. Looking to end the run, and the layup is up and in. Hill's got his third basket of the night right there.
Hill showing some deceptive strength in his wiry frame.
Galloway kicks to Robinson. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Brogdon against Robinson. In the corner, it's Maker. Tries a three. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Took him no time at all on that one. Mirotic has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And especially for a big man, the spot of attempt is much easier. Mirotic with plenty of time to set his feet and knock it down.
Now here is Robinson. He's got 8. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Robinson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Detroit. Brogdon kicks to Ilyasova. Bucks passing it around. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Calderon finds Robinson. To the middle. Here's Pachulia. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
As you can imagine, this is where Zaza gets most of his points. Right in that painted area.
Pass to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist. Brogdon's got 6 here in this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Calderon passes to Pachulia. Over to the wing. To the inside. Robinson lays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got 11 points here in just the 2nd half.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Gasol dishes to Mirotic, and the foul on Glenn Robinson. That's his 1st foul for the Pistons. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Lure. Ellington comes in for Glenn Robinson III, and Smith subbed in for Jose Calderon. .157 left to play here in the 3rd. Lets a floater go. No good that time. And it's Detroit the other way.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance. You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
Here's Bledsoe. 13 points in the game. Kicks to Ilyasova. Passes it to Mirotic.
And last season, a bit of a breakout one for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Wilson, he's checked in for Gasol. And Middleton subbed in for Tony Snell. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Andre Drummond's checked in for Pachulia. Good on the 2nd free throw. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
And you see the coach saying, no, no, no. Then yes, yes, yes.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. 54 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Griffin kicks to Ellington. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bucks trail by 19. Pass to Lopez. Bledsoe against Smith. Bledsoe finds Lopez. The shot from the low post is good. Lopez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Launches it. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Bledsoe outside. Over Smith. No good.
And yeah, he's undersized, Smith, but boy, he plays hard on defense.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Pistons ahead. They lead by 18. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bucks trail by 18. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Pistons, the big men are Griffin and Drummond. Ish Smith is out there with Wayne Ellington, and it's Lure in at the 3 slot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Mirotic kicks to Middleton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Lure. Right side, Griffin. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Middleton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here is Smith. And there's the feed to Drummond, and it's in there. And the Pistons lead by 18.
And that's a good pass by Ish Smith. When he's in there, he does a great job of steering the drink for this offense.
Here's Bledsoe, and no good that time. Excellent defense there from Smith. Shoots over Mirotic, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Smith against Bledsoe. Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
I'm not surprised to see Blake rise up above the defenders and dunk that one.
Bledsoe passes to Ilyasova, and here they come. Ellington finds Griffin. Lopez with the steal. To the left side wing. And again, the Bucks miss. Pistons leading by 22. Smith the pass to Ellington. Off target from outside. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the rejection by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Count the basket. 15 points for Andre Drummond.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided, and a lot of times on bad teams you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Second chance shot. And that one goes long. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Right wing, all sorts of time. Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo in the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Smith outside. Robinson for 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Inside, Brogdon. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by Blake Griffin. Middleton can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Launches the 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
Missed opportunity. As wide open as he was, he really has no confidence shooting from that deep.
But they recover it. And Drummond kicks to Griffin. Back to Drummond. Over Lopez. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Brogdon. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Outside Griffin. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now. And it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now here's Ellington. Out left to the wing. To the paint. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Bledsoe right side. Launches it. Detroit with the rebound. Griffin's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blanked from deep since.
Robinson kicks to Ellington. And the 3 off target. The Bucks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Now, here is Smith. Now the pass to Griffin. From 10 feet out, the shot misses. Good D by Lopez. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his third foul so far. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But you also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
Just 5 on the clock. Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. Robinson picks him up, and Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 21 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pachulia finds Griffin. Poked away. The drive by Smith. They could use a bucket. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
That free throw, no good. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. Former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
John Lure, he's checked in for Detroit. Calderon comes in for Smith. Now here's Bledsoe. Chalk up 2 there. Bledsoe's got 10 points here in the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Robinson against Brogdon. Robinson dishes to Pachulia. Back to Robinson. Shoots over Brogdon. Milwaukee with the rebound.
A key rebound there. but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Here's Lopez. Makes it off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Calderon kicks to Griffin. Back to Calderon. Stolen by Bledsoe. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. It's good.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Detroit leading by 10. Calderon passes to Griffin. They get it back. Yep, that one goes in there. Griffin's got 26.
6'10", 250 pounds, solid athlete. Griffin using all of it right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Robinson misses.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Pachulia trying to break loose. Lure can't hit. Bucks trail by 12. It's stolen by Calderon. Robinson finds Calderon. Now Pachulia, guarded by Bledsoe, shoots a three, and Lure gets it to go.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Here's Bledsoe following the three by Detroit. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
It's Calderon with the ball for the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. To the inside, stolen by Brogdon.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Detroit.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin. And
they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Blake Griffin.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Smith dishes to Robinson. Shoots over Brogdon. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
For three, Smith. It's good from long range. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Now here's Griffin. Robinson for three. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smith feeling it out a bit. High post Pachulia, and so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Blake, very strong game offensively. What gave you the confidence to take over?
Just putting in the work, and my teammates honestly believing in me and telling me to be confident at the end of the game. So I owe a lot to them. They came up with big plays. Just everybody working together.
Very good win for you tonight, Blake. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.